Good evening.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi.
My name is Sharada.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, Niharika.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Just give me a second. I have forgotten my chashma.
No worries.
Good evening. Good evening, Auntie.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, Rinku. How are you? Long time.
I know. How are you, Niharika?
Good.
Hi, Rinku.
Hi, Niharika, ma'am. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Good. Today we had Janmashtami celebration in our school.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
Yeah.
long weekend.
Long weekend. Yeah. बच्चे के लिए, हमारे के लिए नहीं है.
So, how's everyone doing?
Good evening.
Good evening. Hi, Riddhi. How are you? Long time.
Hi, good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Very well. So happy to see everybody. We'll just wait for everyone and then we'll start. Another 2 minutes, perhaps. Just another 2 minutes and we'll start.
Okay, so yeah, we can start now, I think. People have joined. Hi, good evening, everybody. Happy to see you all. And this is Antipreet welcoming you all to Little Bo Peep Teachers Connect 2.0. How are you all? Show me a thumbs up so that I can see the happy faces around me. Thank you. Okay, and it's wonderful to have you all here and to continue building on the connections we made during our last event. So, today we are excited to share ideas, inspire each other, and strengthen our community even further. Let's make this another great session of collaboration and growth. And these are our partner schools. And we all are happy and thankful you have joined on time. Thank you so much. And let's have a look on the flow of the event. We'll start with a small game, followed by the presentations by our partner schools. And we will be wrapping up the event with the quiz. It's a fun time quiz, so please stay tuned till end. Okay, so now let's get ready for the game. The name of the game is Scavenger Hunt. Let's get to know each other. So on the screen you can see 4 options over there. Okay, let me read aloud for you. The first thing is find something that represents why you became a teacher. The second option is grab your favorite teaching tool. Third option, show us a book that has inspired you. And the fourth option is find something that makes you smile every day. So what you need to do, there are 4 options. You need to select any one option from these and grab the things. You will get 1 minute to grab the thing and 1 minute to speak about it. So am I clear till now? 1 minute to grab the thing. You choose any one option from here. Go, stand up, get your things, come back, and then we will have chit chat. 1 minute. So your time starts now. It's 4:37. At 4:38, we'll be start with the discussion.
Can we do it early?
So get up and think like a think. No, I mean children and
No need to. I'm sitting on my desk, and something that is beloved to me is just next to me. All the things you said, just grab one, so I just grabbed one, but otherwise, all 4 things are here.
Okay, it's good, no?
My teaching tool is in my hand. My favorite pastime, my hobby, my reading, it's here.
Great.
Something that makes me smile is my son. His picture is just next to my laptop. So,
Oh, great. Let's wait. Hold on your horses and let's wait for others to come back. Okay, great. Time is about to up. 20 seconds more. Are we all back?
Yes, ma'am.
Great, great. Okay, so I can see we have 35 participants. If I'll give, I mean,
Mike,
one minute to
Dexter
each.
and the market.
वीडियो नहीं चालू हो रहा है one second.
Okay.
Imani.
Okay, so what? Let's do one thing. So, 2 teachers from each school volunteer yourself and showcase your findings, and rest of the teachers, please type your answers in the chat box. Okay, because there are 36 participants, otherwise it will take half an hour for this activity only. So 2 teachers from each school, please come forward and showcase your findings, and rest of the teachers, because you all are important to us, please write your answers in the chat box and we'll definitely go through it. Okay, please raise your hand, just there is a option, and one by one we'll start.
Done.
Or
I
who
can see
wants
the
to come
hand.
first?
So let's start up north, Creon. Let's start with Riddhi. Yes,
Yeah.
I can see your hand up.
Okay, so like today only we had Janmashtami celebration in school, like 26 we have Janmashtami. So the dearest thing to me right now, family apart, is my kids. So I have their pictures on Instagram, all over pages. So they are very dear to me because most of the time I spend with them and my parents are like, तुम घर भी उधर ही ले जाओ, बिस्तरा भी उधर ही ले जाओ, सो जाओ उधर ही. because you don't want to come back. So they are something that makes me smile every day, and they're very dear to.
Nice. Thank you so much, Riddhi. Anybody else? Next, we'll start with Sproutdales. Any teacher? Any two teachers from Sproutdales? I can see Sajini ma'am.
Please
Am I
unmute
audible?
yourselves. Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Myself, Priyanka Suresh, and I'm from Proud Early Learning Center. And something that makes me a teacher, nothing to represent actually. My passion is to teach, so I became a teacher. Then about current book I'm having is Like It Happened Yesterday. That's one of my favorite book because I feel everything happens for a reason. Whatever comes to our way, it happens for a reason. So I believe in that. Then then what was the next option?
You had to choose only one option from the 4 options.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Priyanka. Any other who wants to speak from Sproutdale? Okay. Okay, next. Anybody from Miles Along Smiles? Anybody from Miles Along Smiles?
Hi.
Please unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi. Good evening.
Sorry to be late. We actually joined lately. We are in the same campus. And I didn't get your question. I wanted to see the question what it was actually. Okay.
You have to look for one thing, any one of these.
Yeah.
And please type your answers in the chat box. Okay, take your time, think about it, take 1 minute and type your answer in the chat box. Thank you. Okay. So, any teachers from Sanford High School?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Favorite teaching tool or why you want to be
Yeah, please speak about what have you found.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Actually, I just wanted to tell you that one thing that makes me smile every day is my students, their cute little faces. Uh, every day when I wake up, I just thought about their faces, their cute smiling, and their trust in us. Basically, that is the one thing that inspires us. And my favorite teaching tool is for me, it's our class panel, that LED panel. Uh, Actually, that is a useful resource for us. So that's the two things I want to share.
Thank you so much, Suman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else from SHS who wants to share their idea? Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Shifali this side from Mind Garden, Minerva.
Okay. Hi, Shifali ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, ma'am. Ma'am, every day in the morning when we come here and see children coming, hugging us, giving us kisses, and they don't want to leave the school. So this makes us happy every day.
Yes.
Small, silly things, what they do every day. So, like when we go home, then also we keep on thinking about the silly things they are doing every day. So our day becomes very happy. That's it.
Thank you, Shifali ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anybody from FinKids who wants to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
FinKids.
I'm from SHS school, Sanford High School. Can
Hello,
you
ma'am.
hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Yeah. Uh, when I come to school, it makes me happy every day. And when I see my children, and the book I am reading, that is Sudha Murthy. It's a short novel stories there are, so I like to read them. And my favorite teaching tool is puppets, that they get engaged and they get happy to see all the puppets. So I used to it and I like.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Anybody else who want to speak, please volunteer yourself. Anybody from Athena, Karmanya, Bodhi Tree, Chiguru, Little Titans?
Ma'am, I'm Sharada from FinKids.
Hi, Sharda ma'am.
Hi. The tool which I like personally is puppets. Kids will enjoy when we are showing the puppet shows, and the smile of the kids, the innocent smile which we get from our kids, and without expecting anything. When we are not giving anything, we are just teaching and we are just enjoying, spending some time with them. But the return back what we are getting without expecting anything, that is priceless. We can say like that. That is the best thing which I enjoy in the school.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Sharda ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Anybody else?
this is Gayatri from FinKids again. Yeah, I already texted actually, but still I wanted to talk. Like the teaching tool, whatever I say is only my smile, my positivity on building the children. That I believe strongly.
Great. Thank you, Gayatri ma'am. I can see your beautiful smile. Okay, anybody else who wants to speak? Just raise your hand and speak.
Please share your messages with everybody. Some of you have direct message to me, the profile. So just when you're sending, just see that everybody is clicked.
And thank you so much, those who are typing in the chat box. Thank you so much. We will read it definitely. And yeah, let's go further. I mean, if anybody wants to speak, just raise your hand. Otherwise, we'll go further.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, am I audible? It's
Yes,
Smita
you
from
are.
Karthia School of Excellence.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
Ma'am, I think the best tool for me is the circle time, which wherein every student come in the morning, they gather along with their teacher, and they have some beautiful rhyme and beautiful song. They enjoyed it a lot. Actually, they play, they enjoy. So that I think is the best tool.
Thank you, Smita ma'am. Yes. Okay. So thank you all for sharing those wonderful items. And it's clear that each one of us brings unique passion, tools, and inspirations to our teaching journey. And this game is a perfect reminder of how play is not just a fun, it's a vital part of learning, especially in the early years. So just as we have experienced in this game that play brings out the best in us, so it encourages also us to think, share, and grow together. So same as with the children also, they use play to explore, understand, and connect with the world around them. And there is a famous quote which resonates with this idea that children learn as they play. In the play, they learn how to learn. Are we all agree on this quote? because what we feel in FEH is play is not just a way for the children to pass the time or to waste the time. Instead, it's a crucial process through which they develop critical thinking, social skills, a love for learning, and many more. So let's begin the main part of our event. Before that, let's go through the rules of the presentation. I will read aloud for you. So each school will get about 10 minutes to share their ideas and express their ideas. If you have any kind of question, we are definitely after the presentation we'll have discussion. If the questions are not addressed, please write it somewhere and send the email to us. We will definitely reply. Please stay on mute while others are presenting. And last but not the least, grab your coffee, relax, enjoy this evening. So now we request Ms. Niharika to please take over.
Everyone's ready? All our partner schools presenting ready? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Superb. So let's start with the first presentation. I am going to just say something about them before we start. Sproutsdale has been on this Finnish bandwagon for 2 years now. They started small and fought really hard to prove their mark. The team grew owing to their passion and their persistence. Showing us a glimpse of what they are doing at school are here with us today Ms. Blessy, Ms. Sajani, Ms. Priyanka, and Ms. Vidya. Okay, who should I make the host? Or all of you?
No, just me, Niharika.
Yeah. Over to you.
Am I the host?
Yes.
Give me a moment. Yes. I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, Niharika. Good evening, Antrapreet. Good evening, everybody. My name is Rinku. I head Sproutsdale Early Learning Center, and I have my whole team along with me here. The names were announced by Niharika. Thank you so much. So everybody is going to participate in the presentation. They've taken stages, and I'm happy to announce that we've also added a department called the SEND department, which is a special education needs department. So wherein we have a teacher whom we hired this year, and she's also presenting. She'll also let you guys know how play-based learning helped her in grooming those children as well. So I would start, and then each of them would run you through how they did the whole activity, and then I'll conclude. That's how our presentation is going to be. So play-based learning at Sproutdale Early Learning Center. Now everybody knows what is play-based learning. Now what does it do? It encourages independence by allowing children to choose their own activities, promotes creativity and problem-solving skills, and it supports social skills, which is lacking these days because of the social media. So play-based learning allows them to build a lot of social skills. It also builds a lot of emotional skills in them. They express their emotions. If they hate something, they say they hate it. If they love something, they say they love it. So I move to Blessy, who's handling stage 1 in Sproutsdale. Blessy, over to you.
Blessy, are you facing any issues? Okay, I think I'll hold on to Blessy, and Sajni, you can take over. I think she's facing some audio issues.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Sajni. I'm from Scouts Daily, Stage 2 teacher. My focus was mindfulness and sensory play. I did sensory play. I did sensory movement, then sensory eating or mindful eating. The first topic was sensory play. They got a chance to engage in their environment and discover things around them. Through the sensory play, the kids experience different texture, temperature, smells, and taste. By providing a variety of sensory-rich materials like Play-Doh, sand, water, my children started developing fine motor skill. They had hand and eye coordination. And second was mindful movement. I made them do yoga. They were able to sit on the mat and they started doing yoga. And actually, at first, when I started, they were looking here and there, and they don't know what to do. So when I started, they sat very patiently. They listened to the sounds of the things which were around them. They did animal postures. They had breathing exercise. After that, they are saying they're very peaceful. They are happy. They want to enjoy and they want to do it again and again. And third was my mindful eating. So at first, I gave them the instruction before you eat. Sorry, before you eat, you have to pray. Then thank God for that you are getting food. Well, then I told them what they are eating. What is the taste of the things which they are eating? The color, is that a healthy food or unhealthy food? What is the difference between unhealthy and unhealthy food? And what is the importance of that healthy food? And if they eat unhealthy food, what will happen to their health issues? Hearing all that, the parents are saying that they came home and were saying, this is an unhealthy food. I don't want this. We want only healthy foods. So hearing that, I also was very happy. And that's all. Thank you. And there is a video which one will play. In that, you can see what are. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So cute.
Over to Priyanka, stage 3.
Hi. Am I audible?
Yes.
So, myself once again, myself Priyanka Suresh, and I'm from Sproutsdale Early Learning Center, Stage 3 facilitator, and my focus area is on reading and literacy and numbers and counting. So, reading and literacy, actually, we have done the story time with questions. In that, engage children with colorful stories and characters. For that, uh, a story with colorful pictures and 2 to 3 characters all were selected, and the story were read out to them, gave an outline from the cover page, like who are the characters, what are the characters, and questions have been left with them so that they will be more curious to know what is inside it. Then use of expressions and sound modulations for engagement. That is, using different voices for each character makes them more curious about it. And for each emotion, I may use each sound modulation so they're so much eager to know what happens next. Then post-story activities, that is after the reading session, I'll give them either a coloring or a collage or acting out or imitating the characters present in that particular book. So this makes them more interesting while reading the story. And if I ask questions after the story, they are more and more interested in telling the answers, and they're like, who comes first with the answer? So that is a very interactive session. And my second topic is that numbers and counting. And I have done number hopscotch, where interactive game using colorful chalk on the floor. We teachers will draw the hopscotch on the ground, and the numbers are added to that. We'll give them instructions so that they complete the hopscotch, and either they jump by one leg or by both the legs. If we are asked to jump by one leg, they will jump with both the legs. So it's about their wish, and they'll be curious enough to listen to our instructions so that they could jump fast and so they could win. And this makes them more active. Other than learning, they are more of active in physical activity, and their identification, color identification, number identification. So all this comes in a one go. So actually they enjoy doing games rather than sitting and learning. So that's it. And the video will be shown. Thank you.
Over to Vidya. She is a special educator in the Sproutsdale.
Good evening to all. My name is Vidya. I am working as special educator in Thought-provoking. I would like to share the method we use for play-based learning.
Vidya, ma'am?
Vidya, you're not
I
on.
can't hear you clearly, ma'am. Can you take the mic closer to your mouth, please?
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me? Yeah?
It's a muffled sound, Vidya.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, hearing?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, this is perfect. Thank you.
Okay. My name is Vidya Chandran. I am working as special educator in Stockdale. I would like to share the method using for play-based learning for special children. And first I say sensory integration. Sensory integration is process involves vision, auditory, gustatory, and olfactory. It is a play-based therapy for sensory processing, and sensory integration enhance brain response to touch, sound, and movement, and use techniques like play activity, weight vesting, and brushing. And weight vesting are used to help people processing sensory information. And then ongoing the process, sensory integration support play development, play experience further influencing sensory integration. Some methods they are used that use different types of testers for sensory improvement and gym bar and etc. exercise etc. The second one is interest-based learning. Interest-based learning activity is a technique used to improve skills. Interest-based learning focus on children to preference and enjoyable activities. Activities are based on what makes the child smile and laugh. And benefits of interest-based learning is capture and hold attention, build new skills and ability to through engaging experience. The last one is frequent break. Frequent break is a technique and break is very important for childhood for helping to refreshing. And the benefits of frequent break is essential for maintaining energy level and help to reduce and to engagement. And thank you.
There is a video here as well.
Sorry, video will show.
We left with Blessy, so I'll just move back to the initial slide.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm actually using two devices, the laptop as well as my phone. Sorry about the audio issues. Yeah, so I'm Blessy. I work with Stage 1 in Sproutsdale. My focus areas are mainly fine and gross motor skills that I'd like to talk about. For fine motor skills, we use, sorry about that. For fine motor skills, we use Play-Doh, puzzles, bead stringing. In Play-Doh, they're supposed to use the finger muscles mainly, but they use the whole body muscles instead, which you'll see in the video. And we have hand-eye, which helps in hand-eye coordination. And for puzzles, they end up fighting, which is, again, interesting to watch. I'm like, I want that piece. I want to sort this piece out, and I want to finish it up fast. So, and we have a lot of fights, and we have a lot of enjoyment as well. It's just not teaching. And the other one is bead stringing, which again, seeing them string the beads is like quite funny to watch. So the next one is gross motor skills. We have hopscotch, and we have the play area where they climb, they slide, the obstacle courses, which it helps them, all these activities, they help in the spatial awareness. They are encouraged to take risk, and they improve their body balance, their body muscles, and so on. I have a short video of our Stage 1 students doing the activities. Please watch. So that's our school.
So that was Proudtail Early Learning Center, how we did play-based learning and how I have kids and the teachers ending up playing every day. So thank you so much. Hope all of you enjoyed and got to see what we do at Sproutsdale. So that's the team. We have all of us here. Blessy, who's stage 1, Sajni, who's stage 2, Priyanka, Suresh, who's stage 3, Vidya, who's the SEND department, and I head the department for that. I head the whole school for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Congratulations on all your efforts. The children were happy and smiling, so you're definitely doing something right or everything right. So I just want to ask everybody, since the stage is open, the topic just came out, right? You see children using their whole body to do fine motor skills. Can anybody, anyone from the meeting share any story or a journey where you saw this change and you were proud of that transition where fine motor skills were developed? Some any story that you can highlight for us where you saw the change in front of you, a 3-year-old to when they became a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old. How did their fine motor skills move from using whole body to maybe just the fingers? Anything? Okay, no worries. I just thought if we had a story we could share.
I could share.
Yes, please.
Hi, my name is Sindhu. I have a very bad throat, so am I audible, Niharika?
Yes, very much.
Okay. So I head the Little Titan School. I'm the principal and director of the Little Titan School. I started the school in 2022. So when we started off, so let me just tell you about the stage 1 class that we used to see. Like very small things. If you see, our children who joined us at stage 3 also back then, they were not able to, like, the most difficult part for a child, especially a 4-year-old, is to make the tiny snakes, they are so mesmerized at how did we make it to the thinnest level possible. So just that frustration they would get when they were not able to put the pressure enough to do that, to the point that it comes to a very thin level, the success it took, I think it took, this was for actually a 5-year-old, it took about good 4 months to realize and to do that. And there was also another 5-year-old who was not able to jump because of the COVID. They're so used to being indoors that he didn't know how to jump. So looking at a 3-year-old who was jumping, he used to feel, insecure. He used to feel embarrassed that I'm not able to jump. But when he achieved over a period of 4 months how to jump, you should see every time he'd look at me, ma'am, I'm jumping, ma'am, I'm jumping. So yeah, I think it takes over a process and you need to show them that you can. How to do that is something they constantly need modeling. So because I would do that in front of him the moment I would see him, he got used to that. That's the way he thought he's supposed to talk to me as well. Good morning, ma'am, and then start jumping with me. Yeah, I think a lot of consistent works during such time. So it was pretty good to see such when it came to fine motor about that, and when it came to gross motor about the jumping. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yes, on to our next presentation. SHS, or Sanford High School, tackles the old school of thought in Rajasthan, where awareness is limited and something new is always doubted. But they have taken the role of pioneers and are bringing a freshness to the desert sand. Presenting from their side is Miss Anuja. Over to you. Who should I make host?
Niharika, make me the host. I'll be showing the presentation from here and Anuja will be carrying it all.
Done. Thank you.
So are we set? Should I
Yes,
start?
yes.
Okay, just give me a second. Is my screen visible?
No. Can anybody else see it? No.
Not yet.
No, just a minute then.
Now we can.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So I, Sonia Mishra, the academic head at Sanford High School, welcome you all. We are thankful to Niharika and Finland Education Hub for giving us this beautiful opportunity so that we can interact with our counterparts and learn beautiful things, share beautiful things, and maybe one odd thing we can also kind of contribute to. So our topic for the day was playway in numeracy. So we will be talking about how we are going ahead in numeracy using various methods. So we also had a small kind of a icebreaker kind of a thing, but we had almost the same thing that was introduced in the presentation. We'll go ahead with that. So we are using the playway method for teaching numeracy. So before we start, I'll just show a small video and then Anuja will take over and she'll be telling us. I'll be playing from here and she'll be explaining what all we have been doing. She's representing all of us.
Done.
So Anuja, it's over to you now.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I'm Anuja. I'm an educator at SHS and I'm teaching PP1.
Good evening.
So, as Sonia ma'am has shown in the video, there was a glimpse of how we are including this method in our teachings. Before starting with this, I would like to draw your attention towards the way the teaching method has evolved in these recent years, like the traditional method of teaching, where children often were taught by using textbooks, worksheets, and direct instructions from the teacher, which mainly focused on the rote learning and repetition. That method, the traditional one, emphasizes more on the memorization and drills to ensure that children can recognize and write numbers accurately. Like the teachers will keep on repeating how to write 1, how to write 2. They were not focusing on their overall skills. Whereas the playway method of teaching incorporates learning through play and hands-on activities. This approach is aiming to make learning numbers engaging and interactive. Activities might include counting objects during play, using number-themed games, and incorporating physical movements such as jumping to numbered spots. Children learn through exploration and discovery, often using things like blocks, beads, and interactive number puzzles. This method supports the development of a deeper understanding of number and integrating them into enjoyable and meaningful contexts. thus catering to different learning styles and keeping children motivated and engaged. As you can see in our slides, that how children are really listening to the teacher and are enjoying each and every activities. Further, I would like to add on that this method encourages children to explore, experiment, and learn through self-directed activities. Playway method allows children to engage. Playway method allows children to engage with mathematical concepts in a natural and enjoyable way. So,
Anuja, can I play this video for you?
Yes, ma'am. Just for better understanding of this concept, let's see the video first. As you can see in the video that we are not only using blocks, beats to teach students, but we are also using some resources that are easily available and which connect children to nature also. As you can see, through this, children also knew that how worms eat leaves and numbers are eventually, they learn numbers too. Here, the children are making tower with the blocks using the number cards that are given to them. They are using specific number of blocks. And you can see that they are giving their total attention to the activity. They're classifying %. Children also learn through these activities. Children also learn how the different size, shapes, and color of the objects. They can classify it. These activities provide a hands-on approach to the children that helps children develop their mathematical thinking skills. As you can see in this is the activity that we took in the stage 3, for stage 3, in which the children were telling about the before after numbers. They were given a number and they were inserting the before and the after one. And this was an activity to teach them not just numbers, but also that hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So as you can see in this slide also, that the child is very happy doing the activities. She's really enjoying it. They can explore and discovery through these activities. We as an educators also play a vital role in implementing these playway methods in the teaching, as we create an inclusive environment for our children, which encourages them to explore and discover more. We guide them through various activities which help them to develop essential numeracy skills while fostering their love for learning also. Here's one more of our activities in which they are matching the ice cream sticks to the number on the chart paper. This shows it's also fosters their hand and eye coordination. So we are indulging activities that not only encourages their encourages and improves their mathematical skills, but also other skills also, fine motor skills, gross motor skills, and even their hand and eye coordination, their skills to classify objects, enhance awareness, understanding of geometry, while sorting activities also. So here's the conclusion that the playway method is an innovative approach that can significantly enhance numeracy skills in preschool children. By embracing play as a learning tool, we can nurture curiosity and a love for mathematics, laying a solid foundation for future learning.
Thanks, Anuja. I'll just, on behalf of all of us, I'll just like to add a little thing that maths is a taboo. To be very honest, maths is something from which we all learn, which we are running from. See, yesterday we had a beautiful session on financial literacy. We are undergoing a number of workshops which are being organized by Jaipur History Festival, and beautiful workshops they are conducting. The previous one was on the stories from Panchatantra they have been using, and all these stories, and last two sessions were on Munshi Premchand. So now yesterday's session was on maths. So I was telling my principal sir today, I said, sir, मुझे interest ही नहीं आ रहा था, वो maths का session था, because somehow when I was taught maths, I was not taught in a manner which it should be. So basically, Niharika, when you had come on training also, and you had said that we should not look for resources. Mother, we should not have particular resources. Anything that is available should be utilized. So one of these examples, like PP2 teachers have done, they took out leaves. So both the things, the gardening was covered in that. That is what we are focusing on, holistic, integrating everything. So gardening was kind of covered in that. They went to picked up the leaves from the garden. So one thing was covered there. They saw ants there, they saw worms there, and then holes were punched in those leaves, and then they had to match it. So it was kind of an integration of a lot of things. And like Anuja rightly brought out, that it is integration of not only the mathematical or the numerical skills, it is integration of the hand-eye coordination, the gross motor skills when you're plucking leaves. Again, it is a skill that you are developing. It is something that is giving work to your fingers, you're plucking. So from all of us, this was how we are using playway methods in numeracy. And I hope we could do justice to our children. Generally, children kind of enjoy. Like ma'am from Sprout Stole also brought out that when they're playing, they're happy. Physical activity while playing is a very, very beautiful concept. Like they were learning numbers with hopscotch. Amazingly good. So similarly, when they are learning and doing physical activity, again, we are solving quite a lot of things together. Rather than sitting on a desk and they are studying, they are doing hopscotch, so physical activity, and again, numerical concepts. So that's all from our side. Anuja is taking PP1 as she highlighted. I have two in PP2, my colleagues Sonia Agarwal and Divya. I just hope you can open your cameras for a minute, all of you, so that we can all say hi to them. Anushri and Suman Rathwar from PP3. So Anuja, say hello.
Wave, please. Just wave out to everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
So this is from our side. Thank you so much. I'll stop sharing my screen now. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So transversal in all its glory, I see. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I have a common question for everyone. We're all looking at play, and we're looking at how to use play for fun. Can you name one or two ways in which we can separate playing to learn and playing for fun? Anyone? Maybe the schools who are not presenting today, maybe any of you could answer. Anybody actually? Can you give me one or two ways in which we can separate playing to learn and playing for fun?
Ma'am, this is Neha from Stanford.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. I want to add, I love sand racing.
because when children are doing sand tracing with the numbers, with alphabets, anything, so they enjoyed it a lot, and the formation and everything they learn it by hearted. So I love that the concept you have given us, that sand tracing. So I prefer that one.
Okay, so let's take sand tracing since we have a topic at hand. How will we use sand or sand tracing for English or mathematics? And how can we use sand for fun and play? मट्टी फेंक के खेलने में सबको मजा आता है ना? We all love it.
Everyone enjoys a lot that.
So
But initially, we can give them a sample of anything. You can draw any straight line, vertical, slanting, anything. And then gradually, when they become their fine gross motor skills, they are improving that. Then they can understand the formations also. Even I'm teaching in PP1, no. So later on, if I draw in air, they can understand this is 3, this is 4. So it is amazing activity for them.
Lovely. Another way, any other way, anybody? Joyce, are you there? Yes, Riddhi, please go ahead.
So we can, we can have either designated play areas or play times to separate playing for learning and playing for fun, or we can also have structured and unstructured plays. Like structured can go like with science experiments and storytelling sessions. Science experiment is going to focus on their imagination skills and is going to give them something more creative outcomes. Storytelling sessions is going to help them develop their languages and literary vocabulary. And unstructured play, we can just let them play like sand play, which Neharika ma'am loves it, and we all also loves it. We all also love it. So they can go to the sand area, play with sand as per their needs and as per their wants. कोई टोका टोकी नहीं है. And also with tools and toys that does not focuses on in learning outcomes, but gives them happiness and gives them a sense of joy.
Lovely, thank you.
Hi, this is Gayatri again from Fin Kids again. Yeah, sand tracing, sand play, both for fun and how they learn is what you asked. How they learn, so whatever the others told, finger muscles strong, they trace whatever they want. You can, for fun and learning is what I wanted to tell. You can hide some cookie cutters of different shapes inside, and they can just find it out. They will play also, and they will learn the shapes also, and they build something also. You give them some water, add to the sand, press it with the cookie cutter, it gets to a cookie shape. So they learn both. It's both fun, it's both learning, is what.
Okay. Lovely, lovely. Okay.
Ma'am, could I just show one piece? Like this is just one sample that we made, and we try to make learning fun. It's like so this is a type of. I hope it's visible to everyone. So it's a type of pattern solving material. So the kids, those who are basically in nursery and those who are like between the age group of 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. So we give them these type of patterns to solve. So it's very interesting for them to inculcate pattern solving skills. Like also we have in our Finnish curriculum about pebbles, patterns, and stones. Something inspired from that, we have made this. Again, a little bit something different so that they are more encouraged. And just for fun, we have these type of tools. So these are all, so there are glasses here, so which we have put. So here they can, place pom-poms here, and then they have to differentiate the color and put them in the glass, which is in coordination with that color. So some of these tools we have gotten inspired from the Finnish curriculum, and we have made this. So these are all handmade, and we try to put more of these in each and every classroom.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. If you could share 1 or 2 pictures later, I'll share it with everyone.
Done, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you.
One more thing I want to add.
Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. One day, actually, I wanted to visit my children to the school library. And that there I took the session of storytelling. And these children, as I take PP2, and these children, they are not able to read the books and these things. But I took their story session. So they loved it. And it was actually, as Sonia ma'am has told, that we take our school resources to be the best. So we used it, and they were very happy, and they were very encouraged to listen the story, and they build their vocabulary and imagination as well. So it was a very fun activity. And the as I took, not I'm not taking the only books, they were sitting in apart from the classrooms, and it was very engaging, and they liked it.
So basically, you're saying change of atmosphere is also going to help you
Yes,
make fun or learning,
exactly.
separate
Yes,
fun and learning. Lovely, lovely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, on to our next. The next school is special. They have their home in a small town tucked away in the hills. It will take someone 13 to 15 hours to reach a modern city from the small town of Ghumarvin, but Mind Garden has brought the new age concepts right into their backyard. Their efforts are noteworthy. Here's a glimpse of what they do in their classroom. Over to you, Shifali ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I will just give you access. Yes. Yes, ma'am. You can share.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Shifali Joshi. I'm from Mind Garden Minerva, Smart Start School, Himachal Pradesh. Here, so we are presenting learning through learning through play to nurture young minds. School is called Temple of Learning. It is a holistic development for a kid. Playful method is great method of learning in which practical knowledge is given to the children. In this curriculum, we teach children how to get independent, how to do things their own, their hidden talents, they are brought out. It's great way of learning. Play is important tool for early childhood development as well as physical, social, sorry, thank you. Physical, social, and emotional development. There are many misconceptions about play, but it's very effective way of learning nowadays. Play is regaining its importance again. Let's have a look what our little kids are performing. They all play with clay, modeling clay 3D shapes. Uh, just once we told them to make any shapes, they have created so many things out of it. They made stars, they made sun, they made moon, and they have learned making heart. So many things they made, create their own. One of the child, he made rocket.
Wow.
So others also came. Every day they ask us to give them clay. They love it. And they recognize so many colors. Sensory play for taste challenge. Here we introduced them with laddu as sweet, chips as salty, and the lemon as sour. And now they all can identify all the three tastes. Whenever they bring something, when they bring orange, they tell us that it's a bit sour or the mango is very sweet. So they are learning a lot with these activities. Next is painting and tracing of letter S. It was like we started with phonic sound S, and and a balloon. So they painted letter S on this chart and they enjoyed it a lot. Now they all make the sound letter S. When we ask what is this, they say this is very nice sound they make. And then we got it traced on Suji. And even they go home and ask their mom they want to do the same activity. Next, we got done pouring and serving pretend play. Here, firstly, we introduce kid with teapot, a tray, cup and saucer, and they really enjoyed the activity. They holded the tray very well. They carried the objects, and they came to know how to pour water in from one vessel to another. It was like we were not expect. So it was we had a parent teacher meeting few days back, and parents were telling now whoever comes to their home, they want to serve water to them, and it was really sweet, and we got very good feedback from these activities. Next is dressing up game. So we told them to bring their clothes, and they tried to put on the buttons and try to wear the socks. Though they were not very to the mark what they were doing, they were so small, but they all tried hard. And every day in the morning, few of them tell their mother that they want to do their work themselves. So it's a quite positive thing. And next is sorting blocks by their colors. So we kept 3 pots of different colors, and we mixed a few like green, red, and blue blocks in a other container, and we told them to put green in green, red in red, and they have done the same thing. So color coordination, they came to know about it very well, and they enjoyed this activity also. So next, we taught them weather song. Every day when we used to take them out for the prayer, every day, we continuously sing a song, how's the weather today? It's a poor rhyme. So now they have started identifying the weather condition. Ma'am, today it's cloudy. Ma'am, today it's raining. Ma'am, today it's sunny. So it makes us like so happy when we see them doing whatever we are making them learn. Next, there is a game Simon Says. This is a so next is Simon Says game, in which a teacher becomes Simon, and we every day ask them about body parts. Like, where are your eyes? Simon says, touch your eyes. Simon says, touch your feet. And they have started recognizing all the body parts. And so that's it. And next is catch and throw. With this, their concentration and physical involvement both were there in this game. And they came across new words. They have started using catch, throw, catch, throw, and they love this game. So that's all for today. It's time to conclude my presentation. Playful learning is the best way of teaching and learning. Even we are learning so many things with these little kids. So all-round development we can see in the child with the system. It's a stepping stone of early childhood development, encouraging and supporting this type of play. Like we are investing in the child's future. Thanks a lot, everyone. It was really nice interacting with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You know, this just shows us that it's not about the ABCs. Play teaches us skills we don't even know we needed to develop. And that helps us with some of the other challenge in life. We can't see it directly, but like ma'am said, whoever comes home, they want to go and serve the water glass to them because they're confident now that they can do this. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
We'll move on to the next, right? And then we'll get back to a little more discussion. The next is one of our firsts. Sindhu Krishna, principal and director of the Little Titans, is one of our first clients. We learned with them, we learned from them. And to see them convinced with the system is our true win. Sindhu, the principal of Little Titans, has brought a phenomenal learning environment to Hyderabad and is working hard and with great passion towards making it one of the best. Over to you.
Hi everybody. I've already introduced myself, but I'll go again. My name is Sindhu Krishna, and I'm the principal and director of the Little Titan School. So it's pretty impressive. I got to learn so many different things that each of you were doing in your classrooms as well. It was nice. Reminded me, just a second, my phone is disturbing me. 1 second. Yeah, she recognized Niharika, so she wants to know what Niharika is speaking all the time. Yeah. So yeah, something that I really appreciate is how, each little into my background, I've trained about a good 35 to 40 residential schools in and around in Telangana. Hyderabad is in Telangana. So at the same time, I've also worked with a lot of budget private schools and where I trained the principals. I worked with teacher training and all of that. So it helped me really work in like how classroom setups, how do you do different things, and that's when I conceived with my daughter is when I realized how important 0 to 6 years is and how much when we focus on this age is when we can create habits for life. So that's how I started the school. So something that really struck with me and how I'm seeing each of you do really well is how you're talking about how to introduce play all the time in your classes. You know how to make learning more fun, math more fun, English more fun. But I generally had an doubt when I'm hearing all of you as well that what do you think is really play? What is play? Any of you can answer, just if that's okay with you, Niharika.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. What exactly is play? Anybody?
It's just enjoying being themselves.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Anybody else?
it's not only the physical activity, but also brain activity also includes in play.
Okay. Yes.
It will improve the more concentration, hand-eye coordination, everything will come under the play only.
Okay. Okay.
According to me, play is a fun way of learning.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Anybody else?
Probably something for enjoyment, recreation, does not have a particular purpose. It does not actually have a particular purpose. If you actually see what is play, so it's any activity that's done for enjoyment, recreation, without any particular purpose behind it.
Okay.
Play is basically, it could be defined as play, that is, we say unstructured play जो होता है. They can also play, they can explore, and at the same time, play can also help a child in developing social skills and engaging with others, and cognitive development. Because while playing, they explore a lot of things, whether it's tools, it's nature, it's their park, it's surroundings. So it is also engaging and also helps them develop their social skills, and could be fun also. It definitely play is also fun for them, but at the same time helps them develop skills also.
Okay. I'll take about just a last answer, please. Just any last answer, anybody else? Okay, nobody wants to answer. Fine. Thank you for all the answers. So something that I really want you to think about is right from when a child is born, you start to say that the child is playing. Kuch na kuch khel raha hai. He is doing something or the other. But, play is actually the work of the child. They don't understand the meaning of learning and playing. We adults create that mindset in a child, that only when you sit with a paper and pen, or when you're sitting attentive in an attention pose and looking at the board in a focused manner, you are learning. Whereas when you are sitting with blocks or anything colorful or anything which can be not that very important where you're relaxing, is playing. But for them, everything is playing. You writing A is also playing. You writing number 1 is also playing. You asking them to jump is also playing. For a child, there is no difference. So I think we as teachers, as educators, should take a pledge that we won't separate the idea of playing and learning. That is because as they grow, now a child coming into a class 4 or class 5, they will say, मुझे नहीं पढ़ना है, मुझे खेलना ही है. Now they understood the meaning. So they understood that anything which I touch with a paper and pen, or I sit down in a certain place which is going to be boring, is something that is studying. So I don't want to do that. I want to do something which is fun. And that is the mindset which we all also are still having. I think we should break that, because for them everything is fun. Right from when the child starts to talk, that is learning for us, but for them that is play. Imitating us is play. Learning, counting, building objects is play. So that's something, with that in mind, I would want you to just watch a video. I would like to show you a video where we can talk about it once this is done. Can they see my screen, Niharika? No, right? I still haven't shared. Yeah.
Yes, you have access. Sorry. Yeah.
Sure. Can you all see my screen? Just give me a thumbs up, please. Yes, thank you. I'll just play this video.
In childhood, neurons are forming important connections, and existing connections are strengthened. Children, once viewed as empty vessels, are competent and curious, primed to explore and learn through play. We asked primary teachers, what does play mean to you? You know what? What's gonna happen afterwards?
എഴുതിക്കോ കയ്യോടെ.
So, what is play exactly? Choice allows students to take ownership of their learning. If your students are accustomed to a more structured environment, we'll show how to gradually incorporate student choice into your classroom. Play is fun, and an emotional connection makes for long-lasting learning. Play is process-oriented. Have you ever entered the state of flow, becoming deeply immersed in an activity? Encourage students to enter the zone with satisfying learning opportunities with just enough challenge and large blocks of time to become fully engaged. An intentional play-based curriculum supports a growth mindset and promotes learning across domains. The educational value of play is sometimes underestimated. What are some common misconceptions about play?
We hear this all the time in our children's play area. People ask, where's the science?
What does science look like? We ask the internet. Science is more than a body of knowledge or chalk on a blackboard. It's a process. The process of science includes behaviors like sorting and classifying, weighing and measuring, and active experimentation. Science can be playful, and play-based experimentation is research. A quick internet search brings up thousands of picture-perfect craft activities that require little creativity from students. What's wrong with this picture? The educator seems to be doing most of the work. A process-oriented art activity honors students' expression with less emphasis on an attractive finished product.
Giving students choice and ownership over their learning doesn't mean my classroom looks like this.
If we imagine classroom structure on a continuum, a playful classroom is neither didactic or laissez-faire. It's enriched by just the right amount of structure and support. The educator's role may be different, but it is no less active. It may involve setting the environment for play,
So, if you've seen through the entire structure, what they're really trying to say is it's not any different. Like, through learning, just the being very hands-on, that's what we really mean by play. That anything they're touching, feeling, seeing, observing, expressing about it, and they are taking ownership about it. Now, I see such beautiful resources being created, but how much time is the child getting access to those resources at their own will and at their own time? Like if a ma'am showed me about the 4 cups, do they get to put pom-poms whenever they are free, and do they get to sort it? because there they are playing and learning. So I think that is something we consciously have to do. It's more than making the resources, it's about keeping it accessible for them. So so that they are playing at their own will, and therefore they are also learning, and it keeps recollecting in their mind. And that is the importance of play. Because when children are bored is when they play. And when they play is when they literally take a recap, like they play it in their mind, like their entire movie, whatever happened since morning, your rhymes, your concepts, everything that the teacher said. They pretend to talk like the teacher. They sing all the songs that they've heard through the day. They start to do storytelling. So that is what play does. It helps a child recapitulate everything. It helps a child think about what all my friends did, what they did, and therefore their communication gets better. And the idea of ownership, that I create my own things, happens. And this is something I want us as educators to change that about ourselves. So I think we are now at a place where we are creating, we understood that it has to be very child oriented, it has to be very child centric. But we have to slowly step a little further and think about how do I make it very child led so that that freedom is enjoyed by the child. And that's when I think we truly achieve the finished way of teaching, because that's what matters. So, some ways that we do in our classrooms is let me just show you a quick video of how we encourage play during the class time. Is it's not just that the child has to whatever activities like you showed, all of those activities happen, but we also keep these activities accessible, because the idea of play is it's going to be a little free for them. Yeah, it's not supposed to be that structured, but that doesn't mean that they do something meaningless. It has to be something associated with the learning object that they already learned. So whether it be counting, whether whatever materials, we keep it completely accessible. And after we teach a certain concept for about 20, 25 minutes or 30 minutes, where a child completely followed the child, like the teacher, we give about 5 to 6 minutes time where a child just gets to go anything, pick up anything off the table, sit down and do observations or talk about it or do things. So let me just show you a quick video on how we do it in the school, and post that I can take a couple of questions. Since we were then, where we just let them be, we were not really disturbing them. We captured it without their knowledge. Over here, they found a little caterpillar in their room. So they started screaming. So the idea of, not getting scared or anything, they learned it in a very fun way. At the same time, the teacher immediately held on to a microscope and they started seeing what is the pattern on that, how many legs does it have, how does it move, is it moving fast, slow. So there are so many math and science concepts that are coming into the picture, right? So it's just a way that they're relaxing, they're doing something instead of pausing the entire flow, they're taking a break, and where they're really learning about different things. Now they know how big the caterpillar is, and why they should be scared or not be scared as well. This is when ma'am said rest, everybody would decided to just sleep on ma'am's lap and auntie's lap. So this was their idea of fun and what sleep looks like. So this is a place where this is also play. If you see the idea of completely being engrossed in any activity they're doing, they're completely mindful in their presence. At the same time, they are focusing. This is also play. This is the 2 and 3-year-olds. They started their now, they started sitting and sharing and playing together now. They sit about for a minute maximum. This is just the 2 to 3-year-olds, but it's a big achievement for them to let other people touch their toys. This is when we just let them give away some free time, between the 20-minute session. We gave about 5 minutes, put some music, and they decided to dance. This is when they all got bored of just being independent and decided to play like a circle and recap all the things that they learned from the morning. It's actually a pretty long video where they're constantly telling and they're singing everything they did since morning. So just these closing thoughts from my end, that, yeah, let me just. So with these two statements, I'd like to really close off that, first thing and foremost thing that we have to think about is play is the work of the child, and which has been told by John Piaget. And second thing is play is often talked about as something is blocking my view. Okay, play is often talked about as if it's a relief from serious learning. But for children, play is actually serious learning. So anything that they're doing where you created the materials, you think that it's a method, but that is exactly how they are learning. And I want us to keep that in mind. And I'm open to any questions in case you wish to ask or discuss. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, anybody has any specific questions? Or I have one for everybody again. Can someone give me an example of how play contributed to developing problem solving, or how did you use play to solve some issue that you were facing in your class? Anybody? Any example? Okay, no worries.
Problem solving, you mean like really solving a certain thing or building a certain skill issue for the parent?
Anything, like how did play contribute to problem solving? Like, I don't really want to define the problem. It'll get a little limited. Any kind of problem, or a problem between the child, a classroom management issue, something you as a teacher faced in terms of getting attention, or in terms of, say, expected behavior. And Like you played a game and that issue either got resolved, or you are hoping that that play can help you achieve a certain goal in terms of logic reasoning or a problem, or it could be a child level problem. So for example, if you're trying to teach them how to say throw trash or put back their blocks at the end of the of a game session, put back the toys, what would you do? How would you maybe help them through play to encourage the habit of putting back toys in their place once they're used, so that the teachers don't have to do it? मैंने और कंफ्यूज कर दिया क्या?
No, it is clear that we are not expecting. I would not use the word expecting. Like when the children are over with whatever they are doing, any concept, for example, blocks they are using wooden things to write, to learn something. Then how do we teach them to put it back? And it is actually a problem for for the teachers who are there in the class, that how do they make these thing. I think we face this problem a little, but I am not sure. Neha, you were not there. Neha, probably because last year we were having this, because nursery class kids, PP1, they were very small. But for a few days, I'm sure what she did was she started doing it herself. She would take it and take two of them, and then she would ask each one of us, let's make a train and we'll go to the station and put the things back.
Yes, ma'am.
I sure remember Neha doing it last year in her class, because one day I went to, everybody was carrying something and a train was moving in the class. So I asked her what is happening. So probably, yeah, Neha, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
what they are just following whatever I am doing, and they are just following me. I'm saying, oh, please help me, no, please help me, no, like this only I have to enact, and they were just mimicking me, and we were just making train. So everyone was following the same pattern, whatever I was doing that time.
And then
actually that's also play, right? I mean, you are playing, you are doing a pretend kind of thing where yeah.
And absolutely at the end, the children were themselves very eager to make a train. If you forget it that today we are not doing keeping things, so then they'll say, ma'am, when will we go in a train? So
yes, ma'am.
It kind of is, for them it was play only. So they would pick up their whatever they are doing, their worksheet or whatever they are doing. So they'll just take it, and that with the play, I mean, the problem was also solved. And again, like ma'am just highlighted, that for them it's everything is a serious learning. For them, play is also serious learning. So
yes, ma'am. Even I would like to add something. Ma'am asked me the question before, playing is the learning. Actually, I was busy somewhere, so I was not able to answer you. Actually, I want to add, ma'am, you were talking about play. So play is like the children are learning unknowingly. They are not aware that they are learning, but still they are learning. We know that they are learning, but still, so this is the single line I wanted to add that time, but I was not able to answer you at that time. So in this way only, they can learn a lot of things unknowingly.
And that's what we kind of forget once they go into grade 3, 4, 5. You just think this is writing, repeating it over and over is what is play. I mean, is learning. And yeah, that's where the discrimination comes.
Yes, ma'am. And Niharika, ma'am, I want to add something. Sorry, actually,
Go ahead.
My daughter was crying that time, so I was quite busy. I was unable to answer you. Yeah, so you were asking for a solution. They find themselves problem they are creating and solutions they are creating. I don't know how they are creating that thing. So they are finding it themselves. Even blocking, puzzles, whatever they are doing now, unknowingly they are solving it themselves only. So we are saying, wow, we did nothing, but we did everything.
Lovely.
For us, Niharika, it's a very simple process. We sing every time, it's messed up. One of them started, like the teachers in the classroom start singing, clean up, everybody, everywhere, clean up, let's do a share.
Yes, that's the
moment
rhyme.
they start picking up, everybody, now they got used to it. So the moment they see the classroom messy, now it's become like if you have to move on to the next activity, the room has to be spick and span. That's when we can move on to the next activity. So it's about the habit
Part
creating.
of that,
Yes, the
it's a
routine.
routine now,
Yes,
but it's
yes.
a fun routine.
It's a fun routine. Like it's
And in the
good. Like
circle time
somebody will
also,
start for sure.
in the circle
Even
time
if the
also,
teacher
as
will do.
ma'am shared that they are dancing and we are enjoying, in circle time also they are doing the same thing in the
Yes.
same manner and with the
Yes.
same zeal.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, they will be leading the circle times also soon.
Yes, yes, they are fond
In
of circle time,
September.
ma'am.
Yeah.
When we are going to do circle time, they don't know that it's a circle time, but we are happy. So these 45 or 50 minutes, it's easily we can give anything, whichever we want to teach them. We can give any concepts through the panel or through the rhymes way.
Correct.
So they are doing it.
Correct.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you, Sindhu. Thank you for that lovely discussion.
Thank you, Niharika. Thank you for hosting, giving me the opportunity. Thanks.
So I would like to, open up the entire floor. Does anybody want to say anything? You have any questions about any kind of performance, any of the presentations? Does anybody want to add something? Are you taking back something? That's the most important bit. Is everyone taking back at least one or two ideas from today's session?
Absolutely, like I said in the beginning, it's a very good platform where we are able to share something, we are able to learn. Maybe we are also able to contribute to someone, and a lot of things that we have seen today, uh, good ideas, good concepts, and probably some of them we would also like to try. So it was lovely meeting you all. And like we had a discussion last time with Niharika when we did it last time. She said now we'll have it more often. So it was amazing, a wonderful experience meeting you all, though we are meeting virtually, but nevertheless, we are all on the same platform and discussing, and all of us in the same boat discussing. A lot of ideas also come and a lot of solutions also you find. So thank you all and loved the whole thing.
Thank you so much. Yes, anybody?
Hi, Niharika. This is again Gayatri from FinKids. So, being this first year, the first Teachers Connect was awesome, really. So, we were able to see so many projects, so many projects, though, so many discussions on how the teachers were handling each topics. And now we have some idea, how we can proceed through on the next few months also. Like regarding the play, the cleanup thing, I also wanted to tell, it was actually not a game. So initially during the class, once we start giving all those coloring activities and everything, those crayons, initially I myself used to pack up all the crayons, and I have a tray where I used to settle up all the crayons. Now that it's been 2.5 months, after the coloring activity, the children always they pack up their own crayons, and they know where I keep the crayons. They just open the tray and keep it themselves. So it's not that we teach them, they learn from what we are doing. So I hope if we keep on doing this only, they learn so many things. So just putting the trash also, whatever the pencil sharpening or whatever it is, I specifically go to the trash corner and I just press the button, I just do it. So they keep seeing that whatever is spilled over inside the class, they try to do it themselves. So maybe, some children, they will learn little later, but children are children. Yes. So I'm happy at least few are able to see what the ma'am is doing. Even without teaching, they are able to learn is what I want. But I also always have so many doubts regarding the story enactment, the prop rhyme, the theme based projects. So working, I want to have some more teacher connect to see those projects and how those other teachers are doing it in their school, so that we also have some more ideas to prepare ourselves. So
And so I'm going to be sending out a form later So if everyone can highlight the topics that you all want to discuss, and maybe we change around the pattern a little bit next time and have a more discussion-based session. But all of that for later. I will individually get in touch with everyone, and we'll take ideas for the next session. But yes, we will do the next session in about another 2 or 3 months. All right. So that it's also not repetitive, but at the same time, we still get connected. So let us know how and when you'd like it next. All right.
Anytime. Yeah.
Say cheese. I want everyone to switch on their cameras. And let's take a nice little screenshot.
Yes.
And please don't go away after that. I have one more thing, but before everybody leaves, I want to take a picture. All right, waiting. 3, 2, 1. Say cheese. Lovely. Okay.
We are ever ready for the picture, ma'am.
And why not, right?
Yes.
So, to sum everything up and to say a few words from our side, we have our co-founder and Chief Operations Officer, Tarun Bhatt here. Over to you, Tarun.
Hi, hello everyone. I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Niharika. So I won't take much time because we have already kind of exceeded that. I simply want to say, a big thank you to all our esteemed teachers who have shared their experiences, their teaching styles, innovative approaches. And I can, kind of clearly see, in fact, we all can clearly see that the passion and commitment and the zeal, that is there. That is what is actually driving success, when we talk about this particular system. And a lot of innovation is what I have seen. It's not about following a curriculum which is there, but I think it's also about pushing your boundaries and putting more and making things really possible for students. So that's really amazing to see that how you all are doing it. And I strongly believe it's the teacher who creates the magic in the classroom. Nothing else can kind of make that sort of an impact which a true or an inspired, passionate teacher can actually bring to the classroom. So a big thank you from Finland Education Hub, and it's a beautiful community I can see which we are building, and a lot of things we are sharing, we are learning, from each other. Let's keep it going like this, and we'll be more than happy to incorporate any feedbacks or let's say feed forwards coming from your end, so that we can make this kind of events more fruitful and more resourceful. So yeah, thank you so much for your time and your energy and your sharings and learnings. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good to hear from you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
Great. Have a great weekend. Happy festivities, everyone. Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks. Same to you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Niharika.
you.
Thank you, Tarun.
Bye.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
Stay. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.